name is Ruth Webster. I have been at Ultimate Software for 4 years. I am currently one of the team leads for our BI customer support team. Clients come to BI mainly for ad hoc reporting. So if they are looking for something and they can't get it out of the user experience in UltiPro or WFM or any of our other modules, then they will open a case for BI in the hopes that they can get their data that way. So clients need time off reporting at any point in time. So they need to look forward and they need to look back. They need a snapshot of what their employees look like now, how much PTO they've taken, how much they have left, how much liability they have on the books, and also what did their picture look like, at the end of first quarter, because they have to do auditing. A lot of our clients are audited by not only government agencies but external agencies, and they have to be able to provide with 100% accuracy what their system looked like at any point in time.
I'm Brian Garrett. I'm a compliance advisor on the compliance advisory team. I'm a certified public accountant and also a certified payroll professional. One of the biggest roles and experiences that I've had in a prior life is being the data miner for one of my prior companies. Whenever anybody had a report request they wanted to pull, they would go to me because I understood the relational database. Not everybody understands the relational database because it can be kind of complicated, especially when you have to join tables together. And if anybody knows, joining tables is not the easiest thing in the world to do, especially if the fields aren't exactly the same. As a payroll accountant, I would want to make sure that any paid time off and vacation time that has been accrued and unused has been captured accurately, completely, and correctly. Because I'd want to capture that information on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis for payroll accrual purposes. One of the biggest expenses a company has is their payroll expense. Sometimes this is as much as half of the company's profit and loss expense. Also on the balance sheet, it's a huge liability when when a company has accrued unused paid time off. So that number has to be very, very accurate so that auditors don't find any problems with that. Everything is traceable back to the employee's timesheet.
My name is Chris Wright. I'm the payroll director at Ultimate Software. One of the many requests we get regarding PTO and reporting out of the system is from our accounting team. We look for, or they need, as a part of the request, to report on their financial reporting each quarter. And what they're looking for is any available or unused PTO as of the end of the quarter, multiplied by the rate to give us the outstanding accrual for PTO that needs to be reported on our financials each quarter. That's generally requested from the controller or the VP of accounting, and that has to be done with the quarterly reporting, so it's quite timely. So we might have the last payroll of the quarter that ends on the 28th. Well, they'll need that as soon as that payroll is run in order to include it in their filing for that end of month and end of quarter filing, which obviously affects our, what we report out to our stockholders, and it affects our bottom line as far as outstanding wages and liabilities that need to be recorded.
My name is Mariana Saboga, and I'm a senior HRIS analyst at Ultimate Software. As part of my role as a senior HRIS analyst, we get a lot of requirements from people about data. Related to our time off and allowance, I can totally see people asking for, let's say, overtime trends, and also statuses. So for example, if they need to reach out to people that have not approved timesheets, to be able to actually query who are those individuals and be able to communicate with them. So as HRIS, as part of the HRIS team, we receive a lot of requests about reports that don't exist in the product, right? And because of that, we need to rely on a really, really awesome BI package. This means that any field that our customers are asking us to add into a report needs to be available in the package. A lot of the times that's not possible, or a lot of the times the field it's simply not available. So at that point we're not able to actually provide the report and give all the requirements that they are asking for. So as we are developing this BI package, then be amazing to actually keep that in mind. That way we're able to do our job and we're able to keep our customers happy.
Good afternoon, my name is Guillermo Gomez. I am the HRIS director for the entire company. I've been working in this position since the beginning for at least 5 years. We were talking about the 3 different kind of information that need to be considered. The first one, for me, one of the most important one is the first layer, which is fully operational, where it doesn't really matter if the information will come as part of the application itself or after. But the reality is that that's the basement for all the rest. The second layer, which is the most critical for all of us here as HRIS, it's the tactical one. It's when we cross information related to the operation itself with other systems or a higher level of analytics like summaries, aggregations, information by quarterly, by year. And the last of the layers, which is basically the most important in terms of product, which is the strategic one. Considering those 3 layers, the needs of information for us from the system are definitely different, but they need to be considered. It's really very sad to find out amazing analytical tools in a product, but when you take a look, the basement or the operational information is almost missing. Or vice versa. Information systems are amazing at an operational level, but you need to build for the user or the client a lot of reports and dashboards and things just because we are not covering that part. The other thing that is really important that I would like all of them to validate and consider is related to the communication between the system, in this case WFM, TOA, UPM, UTM, whatever, with other systems. Because sometimes the platforms where the data is are completely different, but the needs of information are cross between what you have, for example, in core with UTM. In specific requirements that we receive from the legal department, it's like that. They need to know the time frame that a person has been in one position. That's information that you need to scrap in job history core. But at the same time, they want to know how many hours we're using in that time frame in overtime or double time or on a specific project for a specific location. All that kind of cross information at the tactical level is really hard to handle if there are not really good connections between those systems.
My name is Eric Fickner. I'm a Senior Product Manager over the Time Products here at Ultimate. I've been here for about 8 years and been in the industry for 12. So some people here at Ultimate call me Father Time. I've been around for quite a while, worked on all of our time products from the very first e-timesheets all the way through to workforce management today. One thing I'd like to make sure that we focus on is who our customers are for BI. Our customers range across a lot of different industries, and those different industries have a lot of different use cases. So when we think about our customers, we look at customers in the manufacturing industry, we look at customers in the retail industry, we have customers in the technology and business services industries. And each one of them is incredibly different in the information that they're trying to get out of BI. When we think of BI, we should think about it as a strategic tool. It's not something that we're going to for daily reports, just on an individual employee. We're looking for long-running reports, long-running data, so that we can identify trends and patterns. For example, banking industries require that people take time off on certain intervals because they try to protect themselves against fraud. So if you're looking for all of your employees who have or haven't taken the requisite time off in a given time period, that's the perfect situation for BI, to be able to extract that data and identify those employees so you can take action quickly. One of our biggest market segments is manufacturing, which is highly hourly employee-centric. When we think about hourly employees, our customers are looking for trends to identify when employees are taking time off, how much time they're taking, and how much that time off is costing them. Manufacturing employees often record their time against projects or certain jobs rather than just, in general as we might. So when we consider how much time off is costing, we have to consider what the impact is to the project or job that they're working on and how much they might be billing out to that particular company or that particular customer. Customers have different levels of complexity, and in that complexity they have different levels of expertise in-house. So when they're building reports and they're working with data solutions like BI, they're looking to be able to have a plug-and-play solution, especially those customers in our low-market, strategic, and mid-market areas. They want dashboards that are pre-built for them, but those dashboards have to have easily interchangeable data elements so that they're not required to have technical degrees on building BI views and joins and things like that. But on the same hand, we have to have the ability for our customers that are more complex in that enterprise market to be able to build those custom views for themselves without having to call support for any assistance.